What's up, everybody? Pat here, grateful recovering alcoholic and addict. Another great day, guys. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Guys, please subscribe, hit that like button, leave a comment, and share with anybody you think might get something out of these videos. Okay? Thank you all so much for being here with me. I'm truly grateful. I'm blessed to be able to sit here and do this, and I love you all so very much. Guys, what a day, right? Every day is good these days. Let's see, updates from yesterday. I got the oil transferred that I had to get transferred today, so that was good. I brought an electric pump today and didn't make such a mess, and it went pretty well. But you know what? Like I said, I felt good to tie up that loose end and have that turn out to be a positive situation. And you know what, guys? Along the way today, I think it's just the universe trying to tell me, or God trying to tell me to have this as the topic of the day. It seems like everywhere I go, just the most casual conversations, people are noticing that I'm standing out just because I'm nice, just because I'm kind. Like the lady making my sandwich today at lunch, sweetheart of a woman, made me an amazing sub, right? And she kept asking me this, that, and I'm like, no, just that, just how I wanted it. And she's like, oh my God, you're one of the nicest customers I've dealt with in as long as I can remember. And I'm like, and as a matter of fact, we got to talking. I told her about my YouTube channel, and I'm like, well, I preach, being the best version of me possible every day. I got that's what I have to show up as, right? And she actually took down the channel. So if you're here with me today, honey, thank you so much. My sandwich was amazing, and I appreciate it. But guy, my point is, I get these things all the time, and it's because I'm just trying to be uplifting and considerate of other people, like. When you go to get a sandwich at the guys, think about all the miserable pricks these poor people are dealing with on a daily basis, and it's terrible. There's no reason for it. They're there doing you a favor. Not only that, but you're handling their food. You would think of anybody you want to be nice to is somebody that's going to handle your food and prepare your food for you. Not thinking to do anything wrong, but you know what I'm saying, guys? This courtesy goes so freaking far. I wanna mention the opportunities to be a miracle in somebody else's day present themselves to you left and right if you're paying attention. And that's the thing, guys. That's the biggest thing is today I'm paying attention. I always kind of was, but today I really am. I'm driving down Prospect Street in Cambridge today, heading down to, regardless, heading to a job site in Roxbury, heading down to Mass Ave anyway. And there's a big traffic jam, and everybody's laying on their horn, and people are getting frustrated. And sure enough, there's some young kid in an Audi broken down at the, about 100 feet back from the traffic light. And, he's got his hazards on, he's waving people around, but people just getting pissed off. So rather than driving around him, I pulled up beside him and I rolled the window down and asked him if he needed a hand, and he did. Younger kid, he had no idea what he was doing. He thought he needed a jump, so I spun around and I went to give him a jump, and sure enough, it wasn't a battery. I suspect it was a fuel pump. But I stopped, tried to give him a jump, realized he didn't need a jump, and realized there's nothing I could do to get him started. It was I checked, it wasn't a bad fuse or anything like that, and he was getting spark, but he clearly wasn't getting fuel. There was fuel in the tank, obviously. So hey, I tried, but then rather than leaving him there and leaving the traffic jam a mess, I said, you know what? Let me at least push you to the side of the road and get you out of this fucking intersection and let traffic get around. Just nobody's. So regardless, you know what? The kid was like beside himself, and he went to go for his wallet, and I'm like, absolutely not. I'm like, listen, I've been there, and this is just something I like to do. Just put your wallet away. I'm not going to accept anything if you offer it to me, because I like that, guys. I like letting people know that there's people out there will help you just because you need help, not because they're trying to get something from you. You don't, and I did get something out of it. I got the positive feeling, knowing I made a difference in somebody's day to day, right? I mean, that kid was, as bad as the situation was, he had a tow truck on the way, so I didn't leave him there stranded. The tow truck was coming. He had updated. He was going to be there within 15 minutes. But I did everything I could within my power to help the kid out. I couldn't get it running, but at least we eliminated the possibility of being something stupid, simple that I could have gotten going. And then I got him into safety. I got him off the side of the road and got traffic going wrong, so people aren't sitting there laying on the horn and stressing the kid out, right? And left him in a safe situation. And you know what? It took 15 minutes out of my day. Big deal, right? Not that big a deal, guys. The opportunity to help somebody out if you're paying attention. Like, I find stuff like this all the time now, because I'm always looking to see if somebody needs a hand around me. Like, I try to go out of my way to help people when I have an opportunity to do so. And I think it's a big part of why my life is going so well, why I'm getting so many opportunities and just good things to happen, because A, I'm paying attention to my body, When I'm tired, like I'm not overworked. I've always overworked myself, and that led to, okay, well now I gotta medicate myself so that I can, so I can keep doing what I gotta do. 'Cause no, 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 guys, I won't even. A lot of times I wake up in the morning to my phone going off. I won't even answer my phone until after I get up and say my prayers, right? It's just I'm setting my day up the way I want it, and I like that. It means a lot to me, right? There's nothing, and I used to think everything was an emergency. Everybody calling me looking for something was an emergency. No, it's not. They're going to be just fine. I'll get back to them when I get back to them. I do me first. Because if I get up and answer the phone before I get up and say my prayers, like, it throws my balance off. I don't feel right. Like, I don't feel centered in my day. So that's what I do. I ignore the phone. I put it on ringer. I usually go up and, go take a piss and come back and I say my prayers and then I start my day. And that's just, that's me. You guys, do what's right for you. But my point is, find your self-care routine. First of all, find your relationship with a higher power. That's the most important thing. I am literally a new man today. I say this constantly because it's true, guys. I want you to know you can literally change your life for the better overnight just by surrendering yourself to your higher power if you don't already have a relationship with them. If you do, good for you. Strengthen it. Lean on it more, right? Literally, like, it's amazing, guys. I always had faith, but I never had the relationship, and that's the difference, right? Like, I hate to say it, there were days that I considered I never really considered myself an atheist, but I used to say I just don't know, right? Well, it's because I wasn't taking the time to develop a relationship and then watching the miracle manifest in my life. Guys, I wanted to not be a drug addict for decades, right? I was never one day in active addiction did I say to myself, boy, am I happy I'm a fucking drug addict. Never was I happy about that, but there was nothing I could do. I couldn't, on my own, I could not overcome it, right? And there's so many things in life that we cannot overcome on our own. When you find a higher power, you start finding solutions that are supernatural, and you start getting supernatural results. That's why I preach being the best version of yourself you can, because now it's taken me to a whole new level. I'm the best version of me, and not the best one that's ever going to live, because I get better and better as I go, but I'm the best version of me that's ever stepped foot on this earth every day when I get up, because I get a little bit better every day, because I'm working on myself every day. I'm working on my relationship with God every day. I'm working on, different aspects of growing who I am physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, every day. I'm putting in the work, and, granted, I was coming from a place where I was a little bit behind the eight ball because I allowed myself to be stuck in addiction for a long time. So maybe I'm seeing faster results than other people will, but no, that's not true, guys. I'm seeing faster results because I'm putting in that much effort. I'm putting myself first in every situation. And maybe a lot of people do, but maybe not enough, right? I know a lot of us don't. That's why it's the topic that God wanted me to talk about today. Like, literally, that's how I feel. I take a little nap, do a little meditation for these things to figure out what it is. And the fact that so many people were bringing to my attention how it was a joy to deal with me today tells me right there. No, that's got to be my topic tonight, guys. Go out of your way to put yourself in somebody else's shoes, right? Think about the person you're coming across to and belittling. You're asking, they're doing something for you. Show a little bit of appreciation, guys. A little bit of appreciation. I'm not going over the top and, bringing people fucking birthday cakes and making me a sandwich. No, I'm just being nice. I'm just trying to be considerate and trying to have a jovial conversation with people and not, force it down their throat, but just being, that's the whole thing, guys. I'm not trying to do anything other than to be the best version of me that I am. I'm just worrying about me, who I show up as. And people seem to be responding really, really well to it. And when it comes to, on the off chance that I'm in a situation where I'm asking for something from somebody, it tends to go really well. Not that I'm going on my way to try and get over on people, obviously, but you guys know what I'm talking about, the balance here, you know what I mean? Not doing anything for manipulative reasons. Don't do anything for manipulative reasons, guys. And if you're in a position where you need something from somebody, rather than trying to find a way around, making them understand that they're helping you, well, just asking for help. Be nice to people, and when you gotta ask for help, they don't mind helping you guys. But go out of your way not to be a dick to people. I mean, it's not that fucking complicated, guys, and it makes a big difference. And you know what? When you do, you like so many places I walk in now, and I get superior service when I go places because people remember who I am just because I'm a nice person. I'm considerate. I try not to be a pain in anybody's ass, and if I see somebody in need, I help. I never, never not hold the door for somebody. If I see, and just little things, guys, just the little things. But particularly when I see somebody that's in a position when they need a hand, I always stop and ask if they're okay, if there's something I can do. And 9 times out of 10, even the little things, guys, it makes such a difference in people's days. The look in that kid's face when I left today, like literally, here he is broken down on the side of the road having a horrible time, and the kid's smiling ear to ear and waving to me as I'm driving away because he just appreciated the fact that I went over and above and did everything I could to try and help him. In the end, I didn't do anything. There's not much I could do other than get him, out of the middle of the intersection. But even that was huge. At least now he's sitting there and he can take a breath of air and not have to worry about waving every car on and people beeping and flipping them off. And you know what I mean? Don't be that person, guys. Stop and help somebody. It's not that complicated, and it makes a huge difference, guys. Like I said, always do you first, but always, take care of who you're showing up as. Try to show up as the best version of yourself in every situation. Try to pay attention to something outside of yourself, and instead of looking at every situation just, oh, I gotta go in and get me this, that, this, me, look around you and look how many people are hurting and need something. And it may not cost you anything to do something for somebody. And it might be the difference. Like, literally the difference between, them going off the rails. God only knows. I'm not saying I saved anybody's lives today. But I made a difference in at least, 3 or 4 people's day. And that's fantastic. I feel great about that. Literally, I leave situations like that, and instead of being all stressed out because, oh, I'm behind the gun now, I got places to be. Dude, I'll get where I'm going when I get there. If I'm going to be that far behind, I make a phone call unless somebody I know I'm running late. But I've come to understand that the things that I think that are so goddamn important really aren't. What's most important is being in the moment and being of service to another human being, wherever I happen to be at that given moment. And it's making a world of difference. And for myself, I'm doing it for myself because I'm trying to be the person that I want to be. I'm trying to be the person I want to interact with when I want to interact with other people. And I'm starting to understand now as it goes that if they're not coming at me the same way, there's probably a reason for it. Probably something somebody else did. So now I'm trying to make up for that to make their day even better, right? And it's like it's starting this whole snowball effect, but for good. I've always been getting buried by bad snowballs, right? Now I'm riding on top of a good one. It's gaining momentum, and I'm so incredibly grateful for it. And that's the other thing, guys. Celebrate your wins. Be happy. Be appreciative of what you've got and the loved ones you have. And let them know. Let them know. Like, I used to always sit there and think everybody knows what I'm thinking because I'm so transparent. It's not the case, guys. Like, people often don't know where you're coming from, right? And they don't know how you feel about them. So stop and let them know. It goes a long way, man. We have the power to hurt people and crush people, but we have that same amount of power to uplift and help people. And it starts a ripple effect, and I'm starting to see that all the time, and that's why I push it as hard as I do, guys, because I believe in it wholeheartedly, and I see it, and not even believing it, I see it as fact every day in my life, and I'm so incredibly happy with it, and I love who I am today. I never used to be able to look in the mirror. I never used to be able, I hated who I was, guys, and it's because I wasn't being me. I don't know. Now that I'm me, like now that I'm sticking up myself and trying to find who I am and loving who I am and loving what I stand for and standing for what I believe in, and like life has taken on new meaning, and that's awesome, man. I can't believe that I let myself get to the lowest points that I did, but I honestly believe now that I did that so that I would learn and understand the amount of compassion I have for other people, because I know what struggle is. I know what pain is. I know what suffering is. I know it to the depths of fucking hell, right? And now I know how to get back from there. So I know how to show others the way back. And that's what I'm focusing on, guys, is being the leader, being the guide for others in need, and showing them that they can live a better life and how they can get there. And it starts with developing your relationship with the higher power, building a community, fixing yourself, heal your wounds, forgiveness, self-love, guys. I can never say it enough. Self-love is so important because it builds you up to be able to go out and be the best version of yourself. When I get overwhelmed, guys, I take a step back. Like, I don't let life bully me like I used to. I put me first in every situation, but I try to be kind and compassionate and giving in every situation as well. And I'm finding that nice balance there within. But when I'm getting overwhelmed and I need to take a step back, I take a step back. I'll go take a nap in the middle of the day for an hour just to recharge when necessary, And sometimes it is. And now, and I'm forcing life to allow that. Impose your needs onto yourself. Give yourself what you need, but be honest about it. Always come, guys. All these things I tell you to do, they only work when you do them realistically and honestly. Don't come, don't come with all your wants. It's your needs. Find that balance between what you need and what you can do for others, and things just start falling into place, and good things happen, and opportunities. And always invest in yourself. Always try to educate yourself. I'm doing a couple. Excuse me. I bought a like a 3 month self improvement basically online class that I'm doing for the next couple of months, and it's a lot of work, and it's making my days are flying by right now. 'Cause I started out coming out of rehab and just shutting down and pouring in and trying to figure out what it is that I needed to heal. And now that I've done that work, right, now I'm starting to fill my days, and now I've got my days are flying by because I'm keeping myself occupied. But again, what I'm doing is I'm finding the pace that doesn't burn me out, that I can get the most out of each day, and I'm trying to set myself up to win, right, for success. So I'm pouring into myself. I'm doing the work every day. I think that's about enough for the day, guys. Remember, guys, listen, God loves you. I love you. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Please drop a comment, like, subscribe. All you guys have been commenting and going back and forth with me lately. Thank you so much. It means the absolute world to me. It really does. It lets me know that people actually care about what I'm doing here, and that means everything to me. All the hell I went through for as long as I went through didn't break me for a reason, guys. I'm here, I'm here to help, and that's legit. That's one thing that all the pain, all the suffering, all that shit taught. One thing that for some reason I was able to take the good and drop the bad, and it taught me a level of compassion that few human beings will ever know. So I'm trying to spread that, and I'm trying to share that with the world. Guys, God loves you. I love you. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Be safe. Be well. Lift each other up. Look around and see where in life that you can be the miracle and watch what it does for you, okay? Thank you. We'll see you in the next one.